Thank you to EA Sports for flying me down to Orlando and allowing me to capture some early Madden 18 gameplay, including what you're about to see today. It has never been done before in Madden history. It is the first ever Madden Ultimate Team play, pack and play. You've heard of Ultimate Team before, you heard of pack and plays, and you've heard of team play. But not all at the same time. It was never possible to do at the same time. But with Madden NFL 18 having MUT Squads, it is now possible, and we are making it happen. So the way this is working is we have 4 different people pulling a 50-pack goal player bundle right now, including myself. So we got the 2 offensive captains, 1 for each team, pulling a 50-pack bundle purely for offensive players. And we have the 2 defensive captains pulling the 50-pack bundle purely for defensive players. We are one of the offensive captains. So all the offensive players that we pull, the best players, they will be on our team. But the defensive players you guys see being pulled, they're absolutely useless to us. We have no use for them. We're not going to transfer them. We're not going to trade accounts or anything like that. We're only pulling for offensive players. So you guys saw Eric Reed, absolutely useless to us. But we pull Ronnie Stanley, that's great. And we got 2 wide receivers right here. Not only do we get 2 elites in 1 pack, they are both guys that we can use. Definitely want to get used to a little bit of Randall Cobb. He's been a great receiver for the Packers for years. And then we got the young Tyrell Williams. And now we also have the speedster John Ross to add to the squad. Some people might be like, yo, Cookie, that's only a 75 overall. But John Ross, he ran the fastest 40 time in NFL history, all right? He's got 91 speed. He is the fastest player in Ultimate Team. He's the fastest player in Madden 18, period. We also pulled Jermaine Kearse. That's great. Unfortunately, Maurice Alexander, he's not going to be much use to us. Now, the one thing to keep in mind as you guys watch these packs is this is not the final version of the packs that will be in the game. There might be some changes to the packs once they come out with, the day 1 version of Ultimate Team. So we'll see how that works out as we pull Tevin Coleman. And now we got ourselves a great running back. We got 2 great receivers. We pulled a couple of good offensive linemen. All we need is that quarterback. Because right now, Geno Smith or Ryan Fitzpatrick, one of those 2 is about to be our starting quarterback. And that is not good as we pull Mark Ingram in the very next pack. So we got 2 good running backs that we could rotate in and out the lineup. 2 pretty good elites. And as you guys can tell, the elites this year are now 80 and above rather than 85 and above as it's been in the past couple of Maddens. So that makes Carl Joseph an elite in Madden now. But Carl Joseph is useless to us. We pull Anthony Munoz, but we've already pulled 2 tackles. So unless we move Munoz or one of the other tackles that we pull to a guard position, it looks like the card art looks really cool, but unfortunately, I'm not really too sure how he's going to find space on our squad as we continue pulling backs. And unfortunately, we continue pulling elite defensive players. Like I said, we're not going to do any trading on accounts or anything like that, because that would just take way too much time. So we're pulling for pure offensive players, and it hurts seeing all these great... Maybe I should have just been the defensive captain, man. We pulled so many fire pulls. Trevathan and Clay Matthews in the same pack. We pull O.J. Howard for the 2nd time. It's looking like O.J. Howard's going to be our starting tight end because we actually have no other great tight end right now to look at. No elite tight ends. We only have 4 packs to go, so we only have a couple more chances to pull that great quarterback, to pull that great tight end, maybe an extra offensive lineman or 2. Our receiving core looks pretty good as, dang, we pull Bryce McCain. Dang, we pull Grace. All these, we're pulling way more defensive elites than offensive elites, and I think that's how it worked for everyone. So the way the teams are going to work is I'm on a team with the MUT Wieners, with Chase and Chris, and then the other team has KayKayEs, Doug, aka Good Game Bro, and TD Barry. So we got a lot of big names in this game. It's gonna be one hell of a matchup. I'm so pumped to get this thing going, man. It's the first time it's ever been done. We got just a crazy idea. But initially, it was going to be Kay and I just doing a pack and play. I initially said that to him, and then he's like, yo, why don't we do a MUT Squads pack and play? I'm like, we can do that? And he's like, yeah, we can probably do that. And sure enough, we got that going on the ground, and here it is in fruition. We got the ball on offense, and unfortunately, Geno Smith is our quarterback. Throwing downfield, maybe not, unfortunately, because Geno just threw a dime. Randall Cobb diving in for a touchdown. We quickly put up 7 on the board as they had Marshall Faulk on their squad. Though as you guys saw, it's not the full legend 90 overall Marshall Faulk. It is an 85 overall Faulk, just a version of the legend, not the full thing. So hopefully we don't get messed up too badly by that guy as Devontae Parker gets the catch. And he gets all the way to the 42-yard line. The young The Young Dolphins receiver. Here's Falk running the ball. Oh, looks like he fumbled. He actually did, but they're able to recover the fumble. 2nd down and 1. They have new life, and they're continuing to trust in Marshall Falk. Now, team play is only 3-minute quarters, so these games can go by kind of quick. You see they're putting together a pretty, it's not a long drive, but it feels long because so much of that clock is being chewed down. They're running the ball methodically right now and working it downfield. If you're wondering who I am the red icon on the defensive side right now. We got the defensive lineman just running around as they try to hit Parker, but a little bit of an overthrow by their quarterback, Andy Dalton. 3rd down and 8. The out route should be good for a 1st down, but the refs say he did not get 2 feet in bounds. So that brings up 4th down and 8, and they are going for it because their kicker cannot make this, and Andy Dalton finds Parker. Oh, it looked like he might have tried to rat catch that one because it ended up being incomplete and a turnover on downs as we're thrown down to the ground. We got Gino. He's not really that great, but he's got a little bit of the mobile aspect to him as he's able to step up in the pocket, hitting Coleman, who is spinning and trying to get something going. So like I said, we are the red. Whenever you're watching, MUT Squad games, as we throw the interception, trying to hit John Ross. Joe Hayden there to get it, and Hayden going to be brought down about the 43-yard line. But like I was saying, the top left is always going to be you. So top left is red. That means we're red. And normally you'll see normal gamer tags, but since we were playing on dev kit Xboxes, we didn't have proper gamer tags. We didn't have our actual names underneath them. So it's a lot easier to see, when the full game is out. It's 3rd down and 13. It looks like our defensive coordinator ran commit inexplicably on the play, and Brandon LaFell is going to be the recipient of a wide open touchdown catch. And that's going to tie the game up with just 18 seconds left before half as Randall Cobb gets the ankle breaker. Cobb running downfield, going to get wrapped up, but that play was big because it gets us in position to try to get some points to get this lead right back before halftime. That out route cuts the deficit in half to try to get in the end zone. But with only 8 seconds left, we're just going to run the football with Coleman up the middle, and Coleman untouched for the touchdown. We get that lead right back with just 4 seconds left. A wacky little sequence right there, but ultimately it's like nothing ever happened as Marshall Falk on the last play. No time left. Gotta get a touchdown. Falk, 1 man to beat, and he's juking, still up and taken down 10 yards short of potentially tying the game up. Oh man, that is quintessential MUT Squads. That is what this mode brings. Big plays, excitement, just thrilling action on any given play, and that's what makes it so much fun. Not only do you get that in a 3v3 environment. So despite these guys being down 7, that can change in the snap of a finger. Not only could they tie the game up, they could get up by 14 just like that as they go middle and they get intercepted. But when you put your hands in the cookie jar, you will not get away with it, and you will not make the comeback. We get the user pick with McLeod. Now we're back on offense, trying to protect that lead, finding Coleman open. Coleman loses the ball, picked up. Joe Hayden once again getting the pigskin in his hands, and that was huge because we were getting really close to at least getting in the field goal range to try to make it a 2-possession game as LaFell comes down with it at the 10. Just like I said, a couple of big plays can really swing momentum as Parker is not able to hang on to it. 2nd down. This is probably 4-down territory late in the 3rd quarter. Andy Dalton rolling out middle. Got his man, Devontae Parker. And a PAT coming up ties the game up late 3rd quarter. No one's there to return the ball. One of the Mo Wieners got to get it. And eventually they do with John Ross. And Ross, not really much blocks. And he's going to be brought down at the 13-yard line. Tie game. A field goal does win us the game. And remember, it's only 3-minute quarters, so this clock can get chewed up very quickly. But first, we got to focus on getting downfield. 2nd down. That's not going to help. That was dropped by Curse. 3rd down and 5. Huge play here. Well protected. Geno Smith, middle, completed. Randall Cobb spinning and getting the 1st down. Still going to the 45-yard line. We start the 4th quarter, needing about 30 more yards for field goal range because we did not pull a good kicker in our pack. Our guy does not have good range as we run it with Coleman outside. Good containment, a loss of a ton, and a big 3rd down near the 2-minute warning. Geno stepping up. Geno trying to get the first. Geno loses it, and it's picked up once again by the Steelers. Oh, these fumbles are costly right now. That was the game's big biggest play. We might have ran into field goal range right there. Instead, now they only need a field goal to win the game, and they are in great position to get a game winner. But remember, they didn't pull a good kicker either, so they're going to need to get a little bit more upfield to feel comfortable making that field goal, or they could just get a touchdown. But we're going to try to get a big-time play. We're setting the house on 2nd down and 3 with just 53 seconds left. Andy Dalton wide open, man. Vernon Davis, the 20, the 10, and Vernon is hurtling into the end zone and giving Team K, TD Barrett, and Doug the 7-point lead as the PAT goes down the middle. But we still have all of our timeouts. 45 seconds left, and we have John Ross. He's a one-play touchdown on any given play, and trying to get it on his kick return. We do get a nice return to the 35-yard line as we run the football with Coleman and try to get a couple yards, get that first down. That's all good, but with the clock continuing to move, we call our first timeout, needing 55 yards to try to tie this game up. Geno Smith, well protected, but gotta make a throw, and he does, hitting Ross in the middle to the 31. Second timeout called, 27 seconds left. Geno looking to pass once again. Geno feeling pressure, rolling across the body. That's caught. It is. Yes, it is. It's caught for a gain of 7 by Coleman. More importantly, goes out of bounds to stop the clock. 18 seconds left. Geno only watching a 3-man pass rush, trying to hit Coleman. It was dropped. Thankfully, it was dropped though, because that would have kept the clock moving. 14 seconds left. 3rd down and 3. Geno stepping up, looking, and stacked. Big time play by their defensive line, and now 4th down and 7. Game on the line with no timeouts. It's either the end zone or out of bounds. Got to get past that red line nonetheless. Geno Smith for the game in the corner. Incomplete. It should be the game, but they're coming out on offense for one more shot. They're going play action. They're going for Devontae Parker, and Parker's got his man burnt in. Parker wrapped up, and that is actually the game and the end of getting the victory. Unfortunately, Team Mutt Wiener / Cook couldn't get it done. Unfortunately, those fumbles really hurt, but I mean, at the same time, man, that was just a lot of fun. That's the real takeaway I got from that game, man. Just all that we put into that game, and it ended up like that, just a spectacular finish, close game, a lot of big plays all over the place, especially the end of halftime. Just a lot of fun. Leave a like in the video if you guys enjoyed that, because that was one of the coolest things I've ever done playing Madden in my life. Subscribe for more Madden 18 gameplays, especially MUT Squads, maybe more MUT Squads packing plays, and I'll catch you guys next time.